Hey, what's up everybody, this is Muth24, and today I'll be taking a look at the Welcome to the NHK Super Awesome Value Edition from Funimation Entertainment. This is the complete series, episodes 1 through 24, and this is basically the more compact version that they released. There was a box set that came out a couple years ago, I think, that was like the full box with separate DVDs inside of it or whatever, and I think that one retailed for somewhere like $50-60 US. This one retails for $20 to $25, which is a very reasonable price. On the front here, you've got Sato, and then Misaki, a couple of other characters from the show. And then on the back, you just got an overview of the show, some shots from the different episodes, and then what the extras include. Now, I don't know what came on the original box that they released, but this one only includes the textless openings and a couple trailers. But for $20, I'm not terribly upset about that. I just bought this for the series, which is phenomenal. It's a slice of life anime, and it's definitely not for the kids, and I'll get into that in a second. But inside, you're just going to get the normal Funimation little advertisement for other stuff. And on the inside here, this is kind of interesting to put this on the inside sleeve, but here's a list of all the episodes, and then you've got the same image over here, which basically, if you wanted to, you could just take this slipcover, flip it around, and put it on the outside if you don't want this, Super Awesome Value Edition, Super Amazing Value Edition, rather, banner on the outside here. So you could just flip it around if you want to do that. Each of the discs looks pretty basic when it comes down to it, but there are 4 discs in total, and there are 24 episodes total. So I'm just going to keep this open like this. It's a little bit rounded on the bottom for whatever reason, it wants to fall down on me. But what the series is about, for those who don't know, it's kind of a slice of life anime, but it's a very dark comedy. It's a little sick and twisted, but it's not like overly gross necessarily. Like I said, it's definitely not for younger viewers. It deals with a lot of serious issues in kind of a ironic light, such as addiction, suicide, drug use, etc. It's not over the top with these, but they are present, and they kind of loom in the background sometimes. Sato is a hikikomori, and he basically lives inside of his apartment as much as he can. He doesn't ever leave. He dropped out of college like 4 years before the series starts, and just kind of gets constant allowance of spending money. But he doesn't ever leave to look for a job or get out and socialize with people. And it's not until he meets this girl named Misaki who wants to use him for a sort of social experiment. And what her intentions aren't exactly clear at the beginning of the series. We find that out much later on. But he kind of sees her as a guardian angel to an extent, but at the same time he's really suspicious of her because Sato believes that his predicament in living in his apartment is has been brought on by this organization known as the NHK, which is a kind of a play on the actual NHK television station that's in Japan, but in Sato's mind, it's like an evil organization that controls people. And the other major character is Yamazaki, who is Sato's neighbor and his friend from high school. And Sato remembers him as kind of a wimpy kid back in the day, but now Yamazaki's kind of a take charge guy. He's going to school for like game development, so he works on gal games, which are basically dating simulators. And anyways, that's one of the excuses that Sato tries to use to get out of Misaki's little therapy sessions that she has with him. Is he claims he's making a game with Yamazaki. So if you want a full written review on the series, I've got one up on my blog. I definitely recommend the series. The only character out of the three main ones that I didn't really feel was as strong as the other two was Misaki. And if you watch the whole series, you'll find out why later on. It's not that she isn't important or isn't, fleshed out enough. It's just that you don't get to know much about her until later on. I mean, you get to see who she is at present, but you don't get to hear much about her past until very late in the series. So some people might find her annoying for the majority of the series, and that's kind of understandable. But Sato is just crazy and quirky, and Yamazaki is very entertaining as well. Just his random outbursts and how much he gets frustrated with Sato because Sato doesn't know how to interact with people. It's kind of funny. But yeah, like I said, I'll put a full written review, the link to it, in the description box. And you do get both English and Japanese audio on this. The sound quality is great. The animation is fantastic. I really love the art style in this series. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. Like I said, not for younger viewers necessarily, but I'd definitely say the people who would click with this series the most would probably be like college age on up. So that's pretty much my take on it, and I will see you guys next time.